Okay guys, welcome to Go Cinema. If you guys like the video, click the like button and subscribe. So today's video is going to be a game analysis, and we're going to go through a game of two players, both 7Q, and this game was on TieGem. So we're going to go over this so we can look at how people around about 9 to 6Q play and how those people could get better to reach under 5, or how people above that rank could aim and look at this and try to get to that single digit rank. So let's just start off by looking at how they play. Just a normal start in the beginning. A lot of these pretty high rank players watch a lot of pro games, they look at a lot of pro games, and they study a lot. And you can see that if we just go, that they have pretty good sense of shape and how to play the game. But one of their main problems that I see from time to time is that they try to mimic the pros move. They know where the pros went, but they don't really know why. And that leads to some problems that we'll see. And we'll see how to fix those problems. So just starting off, very simple, 4 points, and just a nice move. From here, just a simple pattern. As you can see, they know their pattern and they know what to do. Just keep going. Right here, this is where our first mistake that we're going to go over. So if we look here, the top left pattern has finished. It's white's turn. White can go anywhere on the board, but white decided to go here. The problem is that this is one of the smallest areas. See how small this is? It's only from 11 to 4 wide, while these areas are much bigger. The reasoning why white jumped on this move is he saw that there was some stones here and some stones here, and he saw that black was going to make territory here. He was afraid that black was going to do something like this and make some territory. But that is a pretty big mistake that a lot of people make in the beginning. Especially in the early game, each move is worth so much that you gotta be careful with every move. And moves like this are not gonna lead to wins. First of all, he hastily, not thinking, just attacked into the opponent's territory because he saw that the opponent was making territory. Problem is, he is too close to everything, and it's just not the biggest spot. Better move would have been something like this, gaining more territory, suppressing the black, or maybe even something like this. This is just too small compared to these other two moves that they could have done. Anyways, not the worst move, but still, that is a fundamental mistake that a lot of players make. They rush, don't really think, and just attack the opponent's territory when they see them starting to make one. They see the opponent starting to make territory, they just jump on right away. And that is gonna lead to some bad positions. And here, black pinches. Again, not really the best move. The only thing black gained is this much territory right here. Even though there's all of these big things here. Could have done something like this. Gaining territory here. Especially because white doesn't really have that much room to jump. Or he could have just done anything with this side, because this side is so big for black. But instead, he goes with a pinch, which leaves him open to a lot of attacks. Stuff like this. White could even just leave it, go somewhere like this, but black, again, did not really think of the board, only looked at this area and just responded to what white did instead of going to the biggest spot. And as you keep going, something like this happens, and it ends like this right here. Now, black has this big wall, but he has no real stones in this area to make this a territory. He only has one wall, and with one wall you can't really make territory. This stone's too far. White could easily invade somewhere like this, making it all useless. Better move for black should have been just not going here, losing a little bit of territory to gain much more. And also, this side, this part is too open. Even if black went somewhere like this, white could easily slide in and attack. But anyway, black made a big wall with nothing to really make it territory. If black had a stone already here like this would have been a great move. But because this trade was not made and there's no stones here, this becomes not that good. And white goes here. This is going to be another mistake, as this is pretty similar to this move here. White sees that black is starting to make territory here and just respawns like this. Problem with this move is it is too close to this wall and it's just not in a good spot. Better move would have been somewhere here, more in the middle. This move, similar to this, keeps the black from making territory, and also you're farther away from it. You have space on both sides. Black attacks you from here, you can go this way. Similar to here, you can go this way, just like that. But by going here, white, if black pinches, is going to be forced up against this wall. So don't attack too close. And when you see black making territory, don't just blindly attack that territory. Think of a bigger picture. Think of other ways to attack it and bigger places you can go. Anyways, this keeps going. Black goes straight down. This move, good move. Attacking this white and this. It's disconnecting and threatening both stones. White has to block, and now white gets pinched. And this is where you can see that this is a problem. If white was in the middle, there would be no problem of white being pinched. But now it is being pinched, and now it's in grave danger. If this gets captured, white pretty much loses the game. And when you analyze this with AI, if white goes here, it has 80% chance of winning. But because of this move, it drops to 50. And after this trade and some moves later on, black's win rate goes from 20 all the way to 90. White had a 80% chance of winning, and now black has a 99% chance of winning, which it's a huge turn just because of this one weird move. But anyway, white did survive here after a few trades. But again, black still has pretty decent wall going like this. White is pretty tied down, both sides, no real potential here. Black has a lot of power, can make territory here, here, just it is spread out and has a lot of different places to make territory. Now we keep going, and black attacks the final point. This is going to be the last thing we look at. We get another one of these pattern, and the problem that we're going to look at is white leaving. Some people, when they already have a stone here, do not go here and try to do something like this. But you have to defend this when you're doing this pattern. So this again shows that even these higher ranked players don't fully know their pattern. And you're going to see another example of this. You have to go here and just let the black go here. The problem that occurs from this is that black can attack right here. In the normal game, black did go here, which is pretty good for this shape. But this again shows that black doesn't fully know the pattern. Because normally this would be the right move. And for people who want to use this pattern, they need to know this variation also. White goes here, black goes straight out, white goes straight out, disconnect. If white doesn't go in this area, white's going to be captured. So white has to Atari this way, black goes straight out. Again, if white doesn't go here, if white, let's say, go somewhere else, this puts white in pretty bad position. So white has to block there. And you Atari, connect, Atari, Atari, and you just make a strong wall just like that. So with this sequence, black just gains a strong wall. This was already white's territory, so white didn't really gain much territory other than these two stones captured. And also in this case, this white stone is in a lot of danger, and it's making a wall that's pretty close to these stones, which is going to be good for later on. So those are the main mistakes that we're going to look at for this game. For a quick review, good moves as they are high ranked, but they have these little mistakes. Moves like this, where they see the opponent making territory and then they just attack it. You got to look at the whole board. Don't think about what black did. Think about what the board looks like right now. This, let's say 30 territory. This, like 50-40 territory and stuff like that. This is not the biggest place on the board. You have to go to these bigger areas. This is way more than this. So you have to think about that. That's the first mistake. Another one down here. Don't go places like this. Again, white sees that black is starting to make this territory and just attacks it. No, you gotta look at the whole board. When you see a big wall, also don't get too close to it because you're gonna get pinched. Like this, way safer. Play safe distant. Anyways, gets too close. Plays out pretty okay. White does survive, but black does get all this insane potential. And another mistake, you have to know your patterns well, especially like main variations. You have to know them. Just knowing your patterns well will strengthen your game a lot. You'll get so much advantages right off the beginning, and it'll lead to a smooth, easy game. So know your patterns. Plays like this. Again, white doesn't really know his pattern, has to go here, has to give up this side, but instead goes here, and black also doesn't really know the variation and ends up going in the wrong spot. But anyway, thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you guys learned something. Learn these mistakes, make sure you don't do them in your own games. And a good way to increase your rank is to just review your games. Look at your games and look at mistakes that you made and try not to make them in the next game. So thank you for watching this video. Hope you guys rank up, and if you guys enjoyed, go check out another one.